Okay, this is a subject that's come up a few times. You know, what constitutes an expert? Who gets to decide, who is an expert and who isn't on a subject? And shouldn't saying that you can't definitively speak on a subject if you're not an expert cuts down on debate and whatnot. And that's not what I'm talking about. You know, what I'm talking about is, having debates is good. I believe in debating in the Bible. I believe in debating science, creationism, whatever. Debating is good and it imparts knowledge, and we can find faults with ideas and whatnot. What I'm talking about here is, and we see it a lot, is creationists who have zero clue about biology, evolution, or whatnot, acting as if their knowledge and their inability to understand something somehow makes them qualified to say that evolution is false and speak out upon it and tell everybody that it's definitely false. And I think most of my subscribers would agree that, they're wrong. And they shouldn't really speak out as if they know this for a fact, because a lot of it runs on faith. They have no real evidence for this. And this goes further too. Should an atheist, speak definitively say that, the Bible is wrong all the time, that this is definitely wrong? I said before that I believe it's wrong, and a lot of the evidence points to it being wrong. But I would defer to experts on the Bible, both agnostic, atheist, and theist. I would give the information that they say, rather than make the idea that my claims are definitive. We can run into problems like Thunderfoot has had in the past, where he makes really stupid claims about the Bible. The problem, where it comes down to is whether is the evidence, or is there any evidence? I reject a lot of apologetic claims about the Bible because they don't have evidence. They have probabilities, they have possibilities. This could be why there's this contradiction here. That's not evidence. They haven't proven that there's not a contradiction. Proving that there might be a way does not prove it. And this goes further into where I have a lot of issues with. It's why I really dislike people like William Lane Craig, who are disingenuous. They're not experts on the subject. They have no real clue what they're talking about. They sound good, and they might have some knowledge, but they don't have enough knowledge to make claims that cosmology and infinite regress and all these things disprove the idea that the eternal universe, that it's disingenuous for atheists to think this. Because they're not experts. They have no clue really what they're talking about. And why I say this is because it's pretty obvious. The same way that it's obvious that a creationist has no clue, or someone like Thunderfoot, when talking about the Bible, has no clue. Because you can look at what the experts in the field on both sides say. We can look at cosmology, we can look at Hawking's, and other scientists say about cosmology, beginning of the universe, and all these things. And yes, there are theists, there are cosmologists and whatnot, and we can look at their reasoning. Look at, do they actually fit what the evidence says? Or are they ignoring evidence or twisting evidence in their favor? That's where it comes down to. Is, how the methodology is done. And this is the problem, especially with cosmology or other hard subjects, is we have people that don't understand some of the hardest subjects on the planet, yet are quite willing to make claims about these subjects as if they're experts on it, when even the experts have trouble understanding a lot of these things. That's the issue. You know your limitations. Know that you don't know as much as these experts. And you should defer to their knowledge and whatnot if their methodology is right. And that's the important aspect. We need to look at what does the evidence say? What does their knowledge say and whatnot? I'm no expert on, cosmology, physics, astrophysics, or whatnot. But it really frustrates and annoys me when I have people like William Lane Craig or Banana Man or Kirk Cameron or other people making outright claims that modern astrophysics and whatnot is wrong because you don't understand it. That's a lot what it feels to me, and that's the issue. Comment below if you agree or disagree. Let me know your thoughts. And let's get some discussion on this, because this is the issue, is that people who aren't experts push themselves off as experts, and really what it comes down to is argument from incredulity or ignorance. You don't know enough on the subject, therefore if you can't understand it, it's wrong. That's not science, that's not knowledge.